What's up, YouTube? Sergeant Blake is back. I know that I didn't do my Saturday video, but it's Sunday night, and I figured I'd do the news just because I've got a little bit of free time. I worked out tonight. I feel great. I'm getting productive again, so I figured I'd do this video anyway. And seeing as that whenever I do a news video, I get like 3 or 4 subscribers, I guess it's probably the most important part of my show. So, with that, let's just get right into the news. The first one has to do with Dead Space 2. The Dead Space 2 Dementia trailer, it's called, is all over YouTube. I saw it on Facebook, probably the first one to see it, because I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, oddly enough. So that's when they put it up, and I was probably one of the first people to see it. I thought it was badass. I love Dead Space 1. I hear that they're changing a couple things about Dead Space 2. Some of the things I'm not particularly interested in, but we'll see how it goes. I've already talked about how I like single-player games more than I like multiplayer games. They're going to add some sort of multiplayer component to Dead Space 2, but whatever. This is more or less a trailer. It doesn't really tell you anything about the actual game, doesn't show you any of the features, but it is pretty creepy, pretty scary, and also very, very, very cool. Dead Space, the original Dead Space, was of course probably one of the best, if not the best, and most scary survival horror games this generation. Fuck, of any generation. It's probably one of the best ones. And it's really, for a multi-platform game, it was ahead of its time. It had some of the best sounds, and even today, its graphics hold up to a lot of games that we're seeing that are coming out nowadays, which is great. So, Dead Space 2, I'm super excited about. You guys can check the trailer out. I put it up on YouTube, or I gave you a YouTube link. So if you're watching this, you'll have no problem watching the trailer. The next one is May releases. It's a whole list of releases that are getting, or games that are getting released in May. Things for the PlayStation, things for the Xbox, the Wii, the DS, the PSP, probably the PC, and I'm not sure about the iPhone, but maybe. So you guys, if you're interested in that, or you don't know what's coming out this month, you got a little bit of extra cash, got to get a new game, but you don't know what else is coming out this month. I got a whole list. What else? Off the top of my head, of course, we're all thinking about Red Dead Redemption and Mod Nation Racers later on in the month. I might get that in June. I'm still not sure. I'm not sold on it yet, but it is looking quite cool. Okay, so next up, after that, we got Call of Duty Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops has been announced. It's like probably going to come out next November. Activision does this thing where they want to publish a new Call of Duty game every year to make sure that people are buying and playing Call of Duty. So that is slightly interesting. You guys know I don't like Activision. I'm really sick of Call of Duty. Black Ops, of course, has to do with Black Ops, and it takes place around Vietnam, around that time frame when the Black Ops, when Black Ops itself was kind of just in its infancy stages. So I think that that's interesting. The one thing I love about Call of Duty franchises, or the Call of Duty franchise, is that the single player is always really solid, always really immersive, and actually really interesting and entertaining at the same time of being educating. You know, you learn a lot from, you know, watching and playing the old World War II games. Maybe not particularly accurate, but still pretty cool, right? After that, after the Call of Duty thing, we got the PS Store update. It has been moved to Tuesday. Starting on May 4th, which is this Tuesday, we're going to get our PSN stores, or PlayStation Store updates on Tuesday. I think that's great, because I hate having a long-ass week and waiting for something cool to come out on the PlayStation Store. It's kind of fucked up for me, though, because usually I tell you guys what's out on the PlayStation Store on Saturdays, or Sundays in this case, and I'm just not going to be able to do that. I'll still be able to do it, but you guys will probably already know about it. But all that aside, whatever. Activision Bungie deal. This is the big one. Activision and Bungie have signed a 10-year publishing deal. Bungie went multi-platform, and they're going to be probably making another game after Reach, definitely, but it probably won't be out until the next cycle of systems come out. At least that's the rumors that we're hearing. I hope not, because I really don't want to have to, you know, spend $1,000 on a PlayStation 4. But I don't know. I think it's just sad news. Bungie probably paid them a shitload of money to get them exclusively, and that's just, it's really, really, or Activision probably paid a shitload of money. It's really sad that Bungie, these really good developers, these people that have proven themselves to be very solid at what they do, to be hired by fucking Activision, who are probably the most, like, restrictive of all the publishers, because all they want is money, and, like, if you can't get it done in a time frame, they really just squeeze your balls over that. At least, you know, squeeze the developers' balls. After that, we got the Spartan Stand Tall website update. If you don't know, after you beat God of War 3 and get all the trophies, you get the Platinum Trophy. And in the trophy information box for the Platinum Trophy, it's a website, or URL, it's a URL to a website that is basically, it's a flash animation thing. You get to see different types of stuff depending on what time of the month it is. It changes every 28th of the month, so it's already 3 out of 4 or it's 3 of 4. So we're pretty much almost done with it. It'll probably be done at May 28th, right in time for June 12th for E3. So if you guys are interested in what's next for God of War or Kratos, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. You might want to check out some of the other websites or some other YouTube things that show you what it was like before. I've been following it since it came out. Really not a super interesting thing. You get to look at it maybe for a good 13 seconds. Still something to check out if you're definitely interested in what the next possible DLC will be for God of War 3. I'm sure that's what they're planning. And the final little bit of news is about Infamous 2. The Infamous 2 domain name has been registered by Sony, which means that there's going to be a website soon. Probably around E3 again. We're probably going to hear a lot from Infamous. I cannot wait until E3. It's looking great for Sony. Looking great because a lot of these games that I've been anticipating for so long are finally on their way. Resistance, Infamous, Killzone 3, and I'm sure a whole other list of shit that I don't even know about yet. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, as always, I've added the PlayStation Store update in the description. If you're interested in any of the stories that I talked about today, check out the PlayStation Store update, or check out the description. It has all the links to everything I talked about. And of course, as promised, like I said I would do, I'm going to answer some of your questions. So, I'm going to answer 3 questions. Start out with something simple. What is your favorite PlayStation 3 or 360 game? Right now, my favorite PlayStation 3 game is God of War 3. I love it. I just got the Platinum Trophy like last night, but I'm still playing. I'm still loving it. I still enjoy every little bit of it. It's one of those games that I can just go back to each time I have nothing else better to do. Other than that, I can't say. I don't know. I mean, I love all of the games that I have for my PlayStation in one way or another. I have to say that there's a tie, especially among the exclusives. I've poured hours and hours and hours into the multiplayer on both Killzone and Uncharted 2. And Uncharted 2 was fucking Uncharted 2. People are still talking about that. Excuse me. And I've finished Infamous maybe 6 or 7 times. And I have to say, if I had to pick a multi-platform game, Grand Theft Auto is still probably one of my favorite fucking games of all time. Grand Theft Auto 4, of course. And for the 360, it's easy because I haven't played many 360 games that were particularly interesting. But Halo 3, I've spent many, many hours on the multiplayer of that as well. Even though I'm sick of it, it's still an awesome game. So, what's next? A good question. I would like to see more videos from the Journal of Blake. Will you do more? Don't just start just because I asked. I love doing the videos for the Journal of Blake. I actually just did one last night. So if you guys want to go check that out, the Journal of Blake, again, is kind of like my vlog thing. It's more personal. It has nothing to do with video games. It has to do with me as a person, all that type of stuff. I've only got like 5 entries, but if you guys want to check it out, you're welcome to. I'll put a link either somewhere in this space or in the description. Go ahead, check it out if you like. It has nothing to do with video games, though, so if you're not, interested in anything other than video games, I wouldn't suggest it. And the last question, this one is an easy one. Red Dead Redemption equals, ? Fuck yes, that's what it means, that's what it equals. Fuck yes, of course I'm going to buy that. Fuck yes, it's going to be awesome. Fuck yes, it's made by Rockstar. I mean, I can't really say anything else but that. Red Dead Redemption equals fuck yes. It equals ultimate win, epic win. I don't even know where to start. But I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. It's probably the only game I'm going to be buying this month. Maybe Mod Nation Racers. I don't know. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope the rest of your weekend is good. It's 8:30 now, so it'll probably be over pretty soon. And I hope that the week starts out great for you guys, too. That is it. I will talk to you next week. You can expect more episodes on the Journal of Blake thing every Saturday, by the way. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you Thursday. Bye.